Wild hyenas have caused serious devastation across rural African communities, leaving behind a trail of damaged property and shattered livelihoods. These predators have torn apart livestock pens, killed hundreds of animals in nighttime raids, and even destroyed fences and storage sheds in their search for food. In just 1 year, the estimated financial loss from hyena-related attacks has exceeded $7 million, with entire herds wiped out overnight and farmers forced to invest in costly defenses or abandon their land. How can African communities defend themselves against these ruthless predators? What measures can truly stop hyenas before more is lost? Let's explore in this video. Hunting hyenas with a gun during the day is extremely challenging, but with the right strategy and sharp awareness, it's absolutely achievable, especially in the early morning. Hyenas are nocturnal, but at dawn, many are still moving, returning to their dens after a night of scavenging. This is your opportunity. Follow fresh tracks in soft soil, look for recent scat, and pay close attention to areas near dry riverbeds, rocky outcrops, or thick brush where hyenas like to rest. A good pair of binoculars and a scoped rifle, preferably a .308, .30-06, or .375 are essential. These calibers provide the stopping power needed to bring down a hyena cleanly with a single accurate shot, especially when aiming behind the shoulder or straight into the chest. Once recent movement signs are identified, move quietly and stay downwind. Hyenas have an excellent sense of smell and can vanish quickly if they detect human scent. Use your scope to scan open terrain, and brush daylight gives you the visual advantage, so use it to locate them before they spot you. If you see one resting or moving at a distance, move slowly, control your breathing, and ensure you have a clear, steady shot. Aim for the vital zone. A lung shot will usually take them down quickly, but if the hyena is facing you, a shot to the chest or neck is also highly effective. Day hunting may require more patience, but when done right, it's one of the most rewarding ways to take down this intelligent and dangerous predator. In contrast to day hunting, night hunting is the most effective way to bring down a hyena, because that's when they're most active. Once the sun sets, hyenas leave their dens and begin roaming long distances in search of food, often covering several kilometers in a single night. To hunt them successfully in the dark, you'll need the right tools, the right location, and the right mindset.
Oh, stop.
I need it. Italy.
For guns, daytime or nighttime hunting uses the same rifles. To land perfect shots, combine it with a red filtered spotlight or thermal scope, which lets you observe without revealing your position. Hyenas don't respond to red light the way they do to white. It lets you track their movement without alerting them. Finding the perfect setup location is just as important as your equipment. Look for waterholes, dry riverbeds, or narrow game trails where hyenas are known to pass through in the dark. These spots give you a high chance of spotting movement and lining up a shot. Stay silent, stay downwind, and continuously scan the area with your scope or light. When a hyena appears, it often moves low and fast, pausing to sniff the air or listen for danger. That's your moment. Aim carefully behind the shoulder for a heart-lung shot, or if it's facing you, go for the chest. Hyenas are tougher than they look, and a weak shot may not bring them down, so accuracy is crucial.
How close?
One of the most thrilling parts of night hunting is the tension. Every rustle in the grass could be a hyena, and when the eerie laugh of a clan echoes through the dark, your heart starts pounding. Sometimes, multiple hyenas move together, and if you fired once, you might have a second chance if you're quick and steady. This is where experience and control make the difference. Don't rush. Keep your rifle shouldered, track your target through the scope, and wait for the next clear opportunity. If you're lucky, your first shot will drop the animal on the spot. If not, follow its movement and be ready for a second shot within seconds.
The one under the tree, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, you smoked him. Don't want to take a shot in the field? Yeah, no.
What makes night hunting so powerful isn't just the success rate, it's the strategy, the silence, and the challenge of staying invisible in their world. It demands skill, patience, and confidence in your weapon. There's no room for error when your only light is your scope, and the predator you're tracking is also watching for you. But when everything comes together, your sights are steady, your shot is perfect, and the hyena falls, you know you've accomplished something few hunters ever master. That's the core of night hunting, precision in darkness, and the reward of bringing down one of Africa's most cunning predators.
Stop. It's back. Other one's going here.
Hit him. Easy down.
So, do you think day hunting or night hunting is the best method for managing hyena populations? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our next adventure. In North America, wild mountain lions are causing growing concern as they attack livestock, destroy property, and encroach into suburban neighborhoods. In rural areas across California, Colorado, and Western Canada, a single mountain lion can kill multiple animals overnight, causing up to $10,000 in damages for farmers in just one incident. In 2025 alone, damages related to mountain lions have exceeded $6 million, not including the millions spent on wildlife control and fencing. Pets disappear, fences are destroyed, and herds are devastated. As these fierce predators push deeper into human territory, what is the solution to ease the public's concern? Let's explore the answer in this video.
I'm going away.
Hunting mountain lions with a gun is not simply about bringing firepower into the woods, but about mastering the weapon as an extension of instinct. When entering lion country, your rifle becomes your lifeline, your judgment becomes your safety, and every shot must be intentional.
Oh yeah!
In this hunt, the rifle is not just a tool, it is a test of control, precision, and patience. Success depends not on pulling the trigger, but on knowing when to pull it.
Everything. Dude, they caught it on the ground. There's the line.
The first important decision starts with your gun. To hunt mountain lions, you need a rifle that balances power and speed. Calibers like the .243 Winchester, .270, or .308 offer excellent terminal performance without excessive recoil, allowing you to stay on target for a fast follow-up if needed. A bolt-action rifle with a smooth, reliable cycle is favored by many hunters due to its accuracy and simplicity under pressure. Lightweight construction is essential when climbing slopes or crossing steep canyons. Every pound counts. Equally important is the scope you choose. Mountain lions rarely give you a second chance, and sometimes all you get is a glimpse through brush or along the cliff face. A variable scope, ideally 3-9x or 4-12x, gives you the flexibility to scan wide terrain and zoom in when needed. Your scope must hold zero perfectly and be properly adjusted to your eye before the hunt begins. A clean, fog-free lens, proper eye relief, and a clear reticle can make the difference between success and failure.
Reload. You ready? Uh-oh.
Once in position, rifle placement is key. You don't just carry the gun, you prepare it like a sniper setting up for a kill shot. Choose high ground with a wide view but enough cover to stay hidden. Rest your rifle on a bipod, backpack, or even a solid rock. Let the gun settle. Feel it breathe with you. This is not about shooting fast, it's about shooting right. If you're calling or aiming, keep your rifle in a ready position, muzzle downrange, always pointed toward where you expect movement. Your trigger discipline must be absolute. Squeeze the trigger, don't jerk it. Let the reticle settle in position and control your breath. If the lion stalks, that is your moment. Fire only when you're certain of your shot and what lies beyond it. A wounded mountain lion is silent, fast, and won't hesitate to defend itself if cornered. That's why every bullet must count, not just to take it down, but to do so ethically and safely. After the shot, don't rush forward. Observe carefully. Watch the area for any movement and give the animal time. Once it's safe to approach, always come in from above if terrain allows, with your rifle shouldered and ready. If a second shot is needed, deliver it quickly and cleanly. Once confirmed, tag and process the animal respectfully, knowing your rifle was not used recklessly but with discipline and honor. So when that moment comes, and your crosshairs settle on a shadow in the brush, will you be ready to take the shot? Share your story or thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more real insights on hunting from the wild.
Walking father.
Look what old Pete just did.
In Georgia, where wild rivers flow into the bay, alligators are no longer swamp legends. They no longer hide in the reeds, but are now found on backyard trails, under farmers' trucks, and on home front steps. I, Stephen, have lived near the waters of Lake Seminole all my life, and today, along with my friends Elon and Liam, we decided to split up in 3 different parts of the state to face what is becoming an uncontrollable specter, the American alligator. I chose Lake Seminole, near the Florida border, where cornfields are flooded and fishing boats are overturned by monsters with jaws like stone axes. It was barely light, the water a mirror. I crouched in the boat, the thermal scanner beeping. A large red dot appeared near the reeds. I breathed slowly, peering through the scope.
Let him roll, let him roll. Let him roll. Okay. Woo!
Then, as if aware that I was being watched, the giant alligator slowly emerged, its blue-gray skin glistening in the morning light. I squeezed the trigger. The explosion reverberated off the cliffs. The beast thrashed, splashing. It took me nearly 10 minutes to get close. I measured it, almost 13 feet. And it was just one of several invaders reported by locals this week.
Go ahead, give me the gun. Okay, see if you can get him.
That don't get you fired up.
Savannah, where canals and creeks cut deep into the pine forests of suburban Chatham. It used to be a peaceful place, but since last year's drought reduced the wetlands, alligators have begun to seek out the man-made lakes around the neighborhood. My name is Elon, and I was born and raised in this area. Last week, a neighbor reported seeing a cow dragged into the lake in less than 30 seconds. I didn't wait for more signs. That afternoon, I walked along the ditch behind an abandoned golf course. The grass was thick, the air was hot. I stopped when I heard a rustling sound, and saw the outline of a spine moving through the water grass. I raised my gun and fired a shot at the raised ridge. It sprang up, but only for a moment, then went still. A foul stench filled the air. A male, at least 400 pounds, had just been eliminated from the community.
I'm gonna touch him. I'm gonna touch him. I touched him. I touched him.
That shot just over his head, dude.
Crazy.
Oh, that's shot low. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit.
Savannah, hot afternoon. I returned to the wasteland after hearing that a baby alligator had entered the backyard of a kindergarten. Luckily, there had been no accidents. I stalked the tall grass, gun ready. Suddenly, a scream, and a 7-foot alligator leaped from the undergrowth, charging straight at me. Instinct took over. I dropped to the ground, pulling the trigger when the animal was less than 10 feet away. It collapsed, writhing. A single shot, but perfectly accurate.
You see?
Yeah. Things can change really quick.
City one is real back.
Gave him a second shot.
Back at Lake Seminole, I was surprised to find myself in another situation just hours after my first shot. While transporting the alligator to shore, I saw a ripple in the water near my boat. Another one was watching me. Without hesitation, I grabbed my gun, stood up, turned around, and aimed into the dark water. The shot rang out, and this time, blood streaked the water. I gasped, my heart racing. These monsters weren't just invasive, they were learning to attack. Do you think hunting alligators with rifles is an effective solution to stop the alligator invasion? Leave your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next exciting content. At Glen Beach, Liam and I decided to head deeper into the mangroves near Highway 17, where there had been recent reports of alligator damage to tires. Amidst the salty, earthy scent, I crept quietly along the muddy path. A strange noise from my right made me stop. I noticed a crocodile crouching under the foliage. I slowly raised my gun, but it suddenly lunged forward, very quickly. I held my breath, pulled the trigger. The shot missed by a little, hitting the animal in the neck. The animal still struggled, trying to crawl away. I stepped closer, fired a second shot, and finished it off. Sweat was pouring down my face, not just from the sun, but from the feeling that I had just narrowly avoided disaster. I received word that a family had lost their dog when it was dragged into the canal behind their house. The sight was enough to make me return to the area the next morning. I followed the muddy footprints, gun ready.
You still want to put it here, right?
Oh my god.
They're nudging you.
At the end of the canal, I found a mound of earth, an alligator nest. I approached, hiding behind a willow tree. Then, as if from hell, a large female emerged, baring her yellow teeth. The first shot hit her in the nose, the second in the eye. The fight lasted only a few seconds, but it would probably bring peace to this residential area for a few more months.
Right here. And we are ready to get it closer. Shot him in the eyeball.
That evening we reached a lagoon where an abandoned mining operation had once stood. It was a maze of dark water, narrow passages, and fallen trees. As the sun set, Liam set his gun on a grassy knoll. The frog stopped, a sign of a croc. And then it came, silently, without a sound. He fired, a single shot. The bullet lodged just below the eye. The animal jerked, then went still. The shaking continued as we hauled it out. It was nearly as long as our boat. After 3 days of traveling across 3 parts of Georgia, Elon and Liam, I sat by the fire. The story of alligators in Georgia was no longer a story of words, it was a reality that crept into every street, every roof. We weren't proud of the fallen alligators, but that at least temporarily, people around here could feel more secure letting their kids play outside, opening their doors without worrying about something crawling into the darkness.